So, I've realized that a lot of my fans or subscribers, particularly, the 8 of you, quite a few of you are BTS fans. So I thought, oh, I should learn something about BTS, which I know very little about. So this video is going to be called Earning Your Stripes. When you write cookie, do you write it with K still?
Okay.
Yeah.
지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈을 꾸 내 야망의 도끼 매어 칼을 갈았지 뭐 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 날카로운 실드 현실에 지켜둘게 묻은 비트 생각 못했지 그 욕심이 지옥을 부르는
This is It's J-Hope.
그 소리 너무 달콤했기에 연했지 스포레진 미래 깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매서운 뒤에 시선들 기적고 외쳐
So this is my friend Caroline. And behind the camera we've got Miranda. Miranda's our BTS expert. But so what I'm going to try to do is teach the little bit I've learned from Miranda to Caroline.
Sounds great.
Without getting too much wrong. If I get too much wrong, I lose all my stripes, which is like maybe 1. What do you think, Miranda? 1?
I think you have 1.
I got 1 stripe, which is like the bottom of the barrel.
White belt, 1 stripe.
You white belt, 1 stripe, exactly. So, what we're getting ready to watch are the wing shorts. There are 7 wing shorts, 1 for each member of the group. Each of the shorts kind of play off of this very large theme that they're doing with their videos. They kind of play into each other and lead into a lot of fan theories. Are the members dead? Are all the members one person? And
Sounds interesting.
these particular videos are actually more the cerebral effect of what's been going on in the overlying story as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with the first video, which is Begin.
아무것도 없던 15의 나
So from the empty space, you go back into like a house setting. And this is like a huge theme for all the videos is the house. Whether or not it's trap them or it's a place where they're trying to like heal. Sometimes you see it portrayed as a prison or a hospital throughout all the videos. And this house kind of goes through a bunch of different stages.
형들이 있어 감정이 생겼어 나 내가 됐었었네 나 You make me begin You make me begin You make me begin You make me begin
Anyway, it goes back to Stormy. And in the end, you come back to the bird. And this changes to, like, it's got some wispy hairs. And you get a little piece of this. It kind of breaks away, and that's how that first circle changes.
Bex, I just so wow.
This is one of my favorites.
It's like art. Seriously.
Oh yeah. So the camera is being held by Jin. He's the only one that doesn't have a pair, which is interesting because in some of the videos it seems like he's the one that's viewing the group do the things like as pairs, like he's the observer. But in Jimin's particular videos, the camera is being held by nothing, essentially. Like he's disassociated himself from what's actually going on there, which is interesting when you get to the Mama video with his partner, which would be J-Hope. I'm gonna get this eventually. His partner J-Hope, who has a very similar hospital setup, but it's like super colorful, and he's actually seems to be more crazy, where Jimin seems to be more disassociated with everyone else.
I'm wondering, because if you look at that painting, because I'm just wondering if this is maybe forms of healing, so maybe with art, lots of color, and the martini glasses also has lots of color, so you have a hospital setting where drugs can basically make you better, or art can make you better. So I don't know if there's a link between that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility that that's what's going on. I feel like it's also like each one of these is a personal struggle for the person.
Yeah.
Which they're like trying to fight and overcome. So we're gonna move to stigma. So the dog here, I've got this theory that has something to do with his like childhood and innocence, and he's being locked away in prison, and he's losing that innocence. Now you can take that in a few different ways, and we may edit this out, but it could be that he's gone to prison and he's lost his innocence because of prison.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
well, the dog gets out, so the dog is free, the child is free, but the man is in prison.
Exactly.
What is the purpose of them doing it? Are they trying to portray like a bit of their character and their identity as a group?
Yeah, I'm guessing yes, it has very much to do with like how they're dealing with things in their life.
Okay.
Really, I have this theory about the overlying theme of the whole wings. And it really comes into play when you get to Jin's video at the very end, where he's talking about rebirth and how essentially the house that we see come up over and over again is the egg, and that we're going to be they need to step beyond that to become better, to be more than what they were. sometimes you can kind of see this played in some of the other videos as like Jimin is actually all of the members of the group. Now there's something very interesting here that it may take somebody with better eyes than mine to really be able to see and determine what's going on. But if you look at the top left corner of the telephone booth, as he sits down here on the ground, you'll see the word either Y or war or UAR written on it. Like, or liar is what I mean, LIAR. But
Oh, okay.
but you get this is probably one of my favorites because this is the one where I started to realize just how tied in the rest of the videos were to each other. Like how much like footage you get from every single one. You see the martini glass, you see the paint from Stigma, yeah. But it's like so much more colorful.
I'm sticking to you.
His dancing, if you put it next to
The second one, huh?
yeah, Jimin's dancing, they like kind of like Jimin's dancing is very like fluid and his is very like broken, and they kind of like would play off of one another a little interesting. But of course he gets to leave the room very similar to Jimin. And what does he see? He sees the blue forest, which is in the painting. And it's on a painting here. And something that's also very interesting between these two is Jimin at the end of his video is eating an apple. And at the end of this video, J-Hope is eating a Snickers bar.
There's the mother and child again.
Yeah, so you see the mother and child. Also something that keeps showing up is the EVA, which is actually what this is EVA. Too close to the end, not even close to being finished, because this is just like step one in figuring out like what's going on. In fact, I think it's more like step 3 in trying to figure out what's going on in these videos. And Miranda almost got me earlier. She's like, how many petals are there? Petals there, one for each member. So we're not really sure. Something else that's interesting is the cabinet is actually locked as well. You can kind of see the bird taking flight like it's free. And it's almost like he's seeing the world for the first time, essentially. There's like scratches on the wall where he's been trying to get out, but he can't. Because it's attached to this egg cage that is your home. You know, you get a lot of this symbolism, like you're trying to rise, you're trying to be the bird, essentially, and be free. That's a mirror, and there's something written in Korean in the bottom corner of this mirror. You see it in this video very early on. But I don't read Korean.
And red and blue is a very prominent color, I guess.
Yeah. Reds and blues, water and fire.
And even green, I don't know, it's not as common, but it comes from blue.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, That's the wing shorts. And do you feel like you know anything more about BTS?
I feel like I know less.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. That the more I learned about BTS, the more I felt like I know nothing about BTS.
What it has definitely done for me is I would really like to watch more of this, just to kind of piece it together.
There's more.
Oh, there's
There's more, yeah.
I've
So
got.
have you got stripe one now?
I think I've got stripe one.
Okay.
I think that's. I don't think I've gained a stripe doing this. I think doing this got me my stripe one.
Yeah.
So to all of you Army members that may watch this video, I'm sorry if I said anything that was too offensive. Miranda hopefully kept me in check.
I think you did all right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look so nervous.
Oh, it's called the Army for a reason, I feel like, so. Master, I'm here to study.
Take your shoes off. Get out.